automatically go with, okay, who did Portia have tiffs with? Who of those people were pushing the agenda hard? Who were defending her? Like, I would have just looked at it that way, because there's no way. I get it. They went to Mama Kelsey because she was like second, you know, vocally about who was a traitor. So they did great on that. Excuse me. And I think Mama Kelsey could have been a fantastic traitor if she was able to convince them otherwise. But dang, I feel like for me, watching Rob receive the letter that he was murdered, it was crushing, because you could tell he was so ready to play the game. And this is what I've been learning from reading a couple stuff on social media, is like Ian, Rob, you know, other people haven't been on reality TV or been in this type of atmosphere since their show. And so it's like, damn, like they waited all this time just to leave. I messaged Ian on Instagram instantly after he was murdered. Instantly. And we talked for a little bit. I love Ian. I don't know. I think what's hard is people who, because like if you think about it, in the very beginning, when what's the host's name again? I'm definitely gonna watch Traitors now. I'm gonna have to. Like, this is unfortunate. Oh, Alan, fantastic host, fantastic, 10 out of 10. I love the acting, I love the energy, absolutely impeccable. My thing is every time somebody was chosen to get revealed the card, you'd hear people be like, oh, you know, Ian won Big Brother. Oh, Rob won Survivor. You know, like this. And it's like, in my head, I'd be like, well, sure, like they won a game, but like that was only that one circumstance with people. And sure, I get that. Gamers are intimidating. I get it. Why else do you think I didn't tell people I was a gamer? Hello? I feel like this should let everybody who's like, oh, Morgan trying to talk about she's a gamer, it's not even a deal. Oh, it's not a big deal? Really? It's not a big deal? It's not a big deal? Really? That's crazy, because who is everyone who's not a gamer targeting? Gamers. Thank you. Okay, so my thought is, when I think, because I've never seen, so I'm just talking about, like, this is me just thinking. When you have people, because like one of the conversations that they said is like, oh, there's like 3 housewives here and there's this. To me, housewives are known to be open, loud, opinionated, stirring the pot. Like, I would be so hesitant of a housewife, but I would keep them close, because just like Tiffany said, you got to keep your enemies closer. I think that Tiffany is playing a great job right now. She's playing so well. She thinks Michael's a traitor. She's keeping him close. It makes sense. You do want to keep your enemies closer. I think the hardest part about Traitors that I'm seeing as a viewer is, and someone who obviously played a strategic game, is trying to decide when and how you explain your thoughts. Because think about Ron, okay? So Ron came out, gave his thoughts on Portia. He was incorrect. She got voted out, and now he feels targeted because he got it wrong. So it's hard, because it's like, at what point in a faithful do you decide to share your opinions? Because I'll say this, one thing that I'm like wanting more of, I want more people to play the game. I'm watching these roundtables, it's the same fucking people that are talking. I want more interactions. I want more people to say something. Because it's like, people are so afraid to get voted out and be assumed as a traitor, where I feel like if you can balance having a voice, but knowing when to use it, you will be looked at as an asset rather than not, right? Like, that's just my thought. Because I feel like if you play almost too under the radar, it'll work for a little bit, or it could end up like going against you, like Mama Kelsey. Because think about it. When we hear the traitors discussing who they're going to stand next to eliminate in the woods, one of them said like, oh yeah, like the singer-songwriter, I think his name's Eric. Like, oh, he's a nobody. Like nobody, like it's so random like, nobody, everyone be like, what the fuck? But at the same time, that's Rob was good on that, being like, well, hey, maybe that could stir the pot. 'Cause it's like, what? They're gonna kill this person? Mama Kelsey's on Traitors, yes. So it's hard because it's like, oh, this is fun. I mean, I hope to go on Traitors because I personally wouldn't care what role. I feel like I would be, it was so funny. I was talking to Corey Wertenberger from BB25 and he's like, I feel like you would be a nightmare faithful to go against because you're strategic and you clock stuff and you have evidence and you're able to present that in a way that makes sense. And I don't know, I would love to see what it would be like to go on the show. I think it'd be fun whether I'm a traitor or a faithful. Especially the competitions. I've been enjoying the competitions. I will say overall, the Traitors show as a whole, so far, despite the fact that gamers have been eliminated, I am a fan. I'm a big fan. I think Vinny would do well as a faithful because he would be able to know in himself that he's a faithful. So he would have no reason to be afraid of lying. Whereas I feel like as a traitor, he could definitely lean into, how he played in Big Brother. I don't know. I'm curious to think what he would say. I think he would be a good faithful though. So I don't know, but I think it depends. I don't know what I personally would want to play. Because I know, I'm not going to lie, I'm such a dork. But earlier I was acting as if I was at the round table and trying to like clock people and how I would speak. And it's crazy because when you think about it, if you're a traitor and you're sitting here being like, guys, I'm a faithful. Like, I promise you, like, da-da-da-da. Sometimes it's like, wait a second. Like, if you're getting too into it, you can slip up and be like, I'm a faithful. You know what I mean? Because, okay, here's my thoughts. Okay, my thoughts. When Portia said, we got rid of Ian, people are like, we? What do you mean we? It's like, I know what she meant. She more so meant that, like, I don't know. I just understood what she meant. I think it was poor word choice, but I don't think she actually meant, hey, we, including me, got him out. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch season 1. I have to. Because Cerie's on there. Rachel's on there. You'd be worried for me? Me too. But I just think the we is more so like when you're a faithful, you're a team, right? And so yeah, it's just interesting. No, I'm just word vomiting at this point. I don't want to, if I go on Traitors, I just want to have fun. I think it'll be fun, especially because it's like, it's so quick. Like it's like what, like you get 2 hours to strategize and then that's it. I think it'd be really fun. Thanks, Peach. Thank you. I did hear that season 1 is half civilian, half, reality TV, which is cool. I am assuming that being a Big Brother player, I'd be targeted, but hopefully people don't or didn't watch my season. Hey, look, my argument, like, guys, I didn't win. So, because Ian left because he won, Rob left because he won. So it's like, guys, I didn't win. So am I really a threat? Like, I lost, Oh, Rob didn't win. Oh, someone said on the fucking show that he won. Oh, he got third? Period. Third place king. Yes, sir. Third placers. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But this is very interesting. I like it. I would love to see the layout. Like how much room do they have to strategize? I do think Rob was very clever using the chessboard to talk to the other housewife traitor about the nominees, if you will. I loved that play. It was very like under the radar. It didn't look sus. Loved that. That's something I personally would have done as well. Lisa, thank you. I'm actually glad that Tiffany is not a traitor. And I say that because, I mean, she would have ate it up as a traitor. I would have loved to see her as a traitor. But I think she is going to be the traitor's worst nightmare, because I think she is going to clock a lot of shit. And I think because we lost Ian and Rob early, that's already two people from the Gamers Alliance that they were thinking, I need Yam Yam. I've never seen his season. I know he won Survivor. I need the gamers to come together, okay? I love the other girl from Survivor. Gorgeous, like straight brown hair. She's stunning. I don't even know who she is. Love her. I love the fact that her immediate thought of, we need to team up with this boat and not target each other. I was like, oh, strategic queen. Obsessed. I instantly was like, I don't know who she is. I know she's on Survivor. Love her. Love her. Obsessed. Love her. I like loved that. I thought the strategy was perfect. I am worried for Tiffany. I think what I'm learning about Traitors and being a faithful more particularly is knowing when to turn it on and knowing when to turn it off, but not going hot and cold, more so navigating through the warmth back and forth. Because if you go hard and then turn it off and then go hard and turn it off, people will probably be like, you're a traitor, because why are you going so hard and then not? Like, you have to find that balance of knowing how to get your point across in a way that isn't alarming or coming off threatening. But now I'm going to be binging Traitors. And shout out to Jimmy from BB27. He hooked it up and helped me with the Peacock account. We had a little talk today about the debrief because I had no clue what the hell Traitors was. And it was nice. Yes, no spoilers on season 1 and season 2. I do know Dan got voted off. Somebody told me that. So I was like, oh, of course he gets voted off. So stupid. So I can't wait to watch season 1 and 2 and binge that. Yes. So, but yeah, those are just my thoughts. I'm telling you, I had to pause the show. I paced around my house. I did my laundry when Ian was voted out. I was pissed. I was pissed. I literally said, if Ian is the first one murdered, like I'm gonna crash out. Like I will in fact riot. And that I did. I was pissed. Also, I saw some people on Twitter were like, Morg, that's a little insensitive. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't even mean it like that. I thought like tweeting back to back. What I should have done is I should have responded to my tweet so that way people knew. So I hope that people know I was talking about Traitors, but I am sorry that if I offended anybody. I got on Twitter, I was like, shit, I didn't mean it like that. That was a good one. Oh, I know. He waited 20 years. I am bringing back Patreon. I am bringing back my K-pop reacts. I'm getting all that together this weekend, so I'm really excited. And I'm thinking of doing Patreon reacts not only to Traitors potentially, but for sure Big Brother. I will be watching Vanessa's season. So I'm going to be watching BB16 because I want to see Derek just steamroll. And then I'm going to do reactions to BB17. And we'll do that all on Patreon. And Traitors too. I think that'll be fun. But yes, I can't wait to see Vanessa in action. I would actually love to see her on Traitors. I haven't even seen her gameplay, but just seeing how people talk about her, absolutely. I am going to post the VODs. I couldn't do it in Boston because I don't know how to do it off my phone. So I will do that. Thank you for the reminder. But yes. Traitors is interesting though. And it's filmed in Scotland, right? Is that what I'm hearing? Like, I think he said in Scotland. I think. Oh, Boston was so fun. Okay, Scotland. First of all, amazing. It's so, okay, this is what's really funny to me. So before going on Big Brother, the only reality TV show that I had actually watched was Big Brother. I was not a super fan. You guys know I was an OG girly. So I watched season 10 prior, and then I binged the seasons like before going on the show. I have a 2-year wait before potentially going on the Traitors. That's how it always is with Big Brother players. You have 2 years. Anyway, so wait, what was I saying? I just got distracted. Sorry. I was like reading the comments too. Ow, I have like a little bump here. Oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. No, I was going to say something. Oh, thank you, BB OG Watcher. So, oh, I love the host. He's incredible. I actually really love him as a host. So now I feel like Big Brother was the only reality TV show that I watched. And now I'm like hooked. Like I want to watch strategic reality TV shows. Like I want to start watching Survivor. I want to start watching Traitors. Like I was locked in, y'all. I thought I was going to like watch the first episode and then just like watch the others like throughout the week. No. Binge through it all. I am familiar that they go to a hotel every night, which is nice because it kind of like separates everything. So I do like that. I think that allows for a little bit more secrecy than living in the house and people sneaking out or whatever. I watched Amazing Race when I was a kid. I didn't watch much of Amazing Race growing up, but I will be watching Amazing Race. It's just hard because it's like you're trying to catch up on all the reality TV. I will say Big Brother is my favorite. Duh. I love Big Brother. But now I'm like invested into reality TV. I don't know if I'll watch much Love Island. Like I did watch, I say it's Leah and Miguel's season because they were my favorite couple. I'm obsessed with them. Although Cordell and, oh my God, I can't remember her name. Their blow up fight was incredible. Like that was iconic. I loved, oh, Serena. I was like, Serena, stand behind me, girl. Like we about to fight his ass because he tripping. But them working it out was kind of cute, but loved her. I'm definitely gonna be watching Survivor 50. I would love to know who you guys are rooting for on Survivor 50. Genevieve. I did see a lot of people on my Twitter timeline that were rooting for Genevieve. Suri, I can't wait to see Suri. Can't wait to see Suri. Riz God. Aw, I love Riz. I would love to see how he does too. I'm just excited to see people who've won the show or almost won the show play again, or play a game again. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if Big Brother were to do a All-Stars. I would love to see Angela back in the house. You know, are you not talking because you're a traitor? Or are you not talking because you're faithful and you don't want a target on your back? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, the goal of a faithful, obviously, is to figure out who, wrong side, is to figure out who the traitors are. But if no one's talking or bringing up evidence, how are you supposed to figure it out? But then you can't go too hard, because if you go too hard, then you're going to vote out a faithful. Okay, roundtables are longer. Love that. Yeah, I would just love to know how long the roundtables really are, because then that can kind of give me, because obviously then if it's really, really long, they're just going to take certain things, because it's obviously, you know, an edited show, duh. Like you can't show, it's just like Big Brother. They can't show what's happening all the time. Even live feeds is not accessible to all the rooms. But I love that the roundtables take a long time. Oh man, I'm going to start binge watching. I mean, unfortunately it's 11 o'clock, so I'm not going to start tonight, but I have a fitting tomorrow for my commercial job that I booked, you guys. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So I have a fitting tomorrow, and then I'm going to be filming some K-pop reacts and other videos that are going to go on my Patreon and on my YouTube. And then the job is next week. So it's nice that I have a little bit of a break from a fitting to my job. So it'll be good, y'all. You'll see me on your TVs. So excited. I don't think I can announce the client yet, but just know fucking W. Okay? Fucking W. So really excited. What else? So yeah, I was trying to figure out, I was like, it was so funny. After I finished, I was just flabbergasted, gobsmacked, everything. And I was like, how can I go to bed when I have all this stuff that I want to say? I can't. So we're going to start up the fucking stream. Puya, listen, I'm pissed right now, okay? Welcome in. I'm fucking pissed. The fact that 2 gamers are gone, like, I feel personally attacked. I feel like I caught a stray sitting on my couch minding my fucking business. I'm upset about it. I'm pissed. Oh, I'm so fucking mad. I'm so mad. And what's crazy is I didn't even watch Rob's Survivor season, but I obviously was learning through Twitter and through what people talked about on Traitors about how strategic he was. I mean, he fucking clocked a murder in plain sight. He's a legend. I don't care. The fact that you're able to clock something like that in a house that probably has so much paranoia, probably even more than Big Brother and Survivor, because it's the time is so much shorter, so you have to be on your shit. I was hurt. And it's crazy because I knew it was gonna be him too. I was like, once I saw he was once I saw that he was the only gamer out of the list of people, I was like, I swear to God, if he doesn't come through this door at this damn breakfast and get some toast and fucking orange juice, I'm crashing out. 10 seconds later, I was like, I'm crashing out. But Puya, I did say this. I do think that the other Rob C, or sorry, not Rob C, that was Rob C. Rob from Love Island is playing the best traitor right now. I wonder if people are going to clock him, because while I do think he's playing a good traitor, I think so he's definitely the best traitor. I think him teaming up with the other Love Island girl is going to be one of his best moves. And I say that because she is just so, like, even like when they got out of the cars, she was looking at him being like, we got to stick together. And he's like, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, she is going to be so blinded by the fact that they're on the same show that it's going to be so helpful for him to stick close to her. So it's just like, I think that's a great move. Tiffany, I'm scared for her. I'm scared for our girl. But it's Tiffany. And Tiffany's a tough cookie, okay? She don't put up with no shit. I cannot wait to see her just, Yes, no, I agree, Puya. I think they fully underestimated him. I was actually pleasantly surprised when he was picked. I was like, okay, a Love Island guy. I like this. I was not disappointed in that. I will say 2 Housewives. I've never seen Housewives. I have only seen 1 season of Love Island, and that was Rob's season. But I do think that having 2 housewives is going to be better for Rob, because at some point they are going to be in the middle of the mess. They're very loud. They're very outspoken, especially Candace, which we already talked about Candace. Puya, I'd actually love to know your opinion on this, because I thought if I'm in that house and Portia gets to Michael and says, hey, somebody said this. Well, who said it? And then she goes directly to Candace, and Candace blatantly lies. Like, here's the thing. We've all been in situations. We've all been gaslit before. But it's one thing to mishear something versus someone like literally saying verbatim what you heard. You know what happened. I was just like, wait a second, Portia. Like, you can't, like, I know she's your housewife, girl, but like, girl, she said that, and you know she said that. So it's like, to me, my thoughts are, if everybody knew about that tiff between Portia, Michael, and Candace. And then at the round table, Candace defends Portia, but didn't defend Portia in that moment. That would be a red flag to me. Am I tripping? I understand why Maura didn't back her up, because you don't want to choose a side, essentially. And you don't want to like flame the fire, because that could end up being, because, you know, for all she knew, Michael was a traitor or whatever. Like, I totally understand why she kind of played the whole, oh, I don't really remember. Like, to be honest, like, I wasn't really paying attention. Like, you know, it was fresh off a competition, whatever she could have said. So I don't blame her for not saying anything. I personally would have done the same thing. I'd have been like, honestly, I really wasn't paying attention. I was like kind of zoning out, if I can't lie. Like, that competition was exhausting. Easy. They had to fucking row boats and pull shit. Like, you think I give a fuck what you guys were talking about? I don't care. But I feel like I would just be like way more locked in on like, wait, you guys had a little argument and now you're defending her. What? It just don't make no sense. I don't understand. Yeah, unscathed. Ugh. I know. The end, Morris ended up being like, I don't remember this at all. Yeah, I feel like if I was Portia, I just would have been like, at that point, especially, here's my thing, at the round table, if people were still, if I'm Portia and people were still being like, well, Portia, I'd be like, you know what? Let's talk about it. If y'all are gonna vote me out, then let me lay it on the table. I'm just gonna pull it out and lay that shit on the table, because what's not about to happen is y'all voting me out without having information. I would have just went like that, been like, look, I'm a faithful through and through. So if y'all want to vote me out, and I'm going to leave you with this information. Do with it as you will. I promise you, you're going to make the worst mistake, but this is what I will leave you with. And I would have literally been like, I was in that car. I know what she said, and now she's defending me. And look, that's my housewife. That's my girl. But how come all this? What's going on? I don't know. I'm still so mad about Ian. And then, oh my God, when Rob had to read his letter and you could tell he was just like so bummed he wasn't going to play long. Oh. But like I've been told, Traitors is not supposed to be this strategic game. You know what I mean? It's definitely theatrical, you know, and it is fun to see people who aren't gamers play a game, because it's like I'm sitting here watching like, oh my God, like the answers are right in front of you. Like, how do you not? Like, I would be trying to pay attention to who's meeting with each other a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I know that oh my God, Ian did get a little choked up. And that's the thing about gamers, right? Like, when you're passionate about a game, you just want to play. It doesn't matter if you lose, if you win, you just want to play the game. You want to have fun. Like, I would still go back to Big Brother. If we rewinded this year and went to the start of Big Brother, and if they were like, hey, you're going to play this game and you're going to do all of this stuff, great stuff, but you're not going to win, would you still do it? Hell yeah, sign me the fuck up. Because it's not about winning. Like, yes, that would be something great to have on my resume. Like, hey, I won Big Brother. But I think it says so much more. Like, hey, I played one hell of a game and I was taken out because anybody sitting next to me would have lost. I'm proud of that. Bring me back. Let's have some more fun. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my thoughts. It's entertainment first, game second. It's fine, but it's hella luck based. You can literally leave for blinking twice. It can be brutal. You can do everything right and still be murdered and banished. I know. And here's the other thing. I personally feel like right now the Traitors are actually doing really well because they're getting out people that are thinking strategically and that have so far had pretty good reads. Now, I will say Maura has said that she clocked Donna and she's clocking Yam Yam, which I'm like, okay, that's not really on. But like, so far she's not doing too bad. I will say, I guess people told me that Big Brother usually gets 3 spots. This year they got 2. I don't know why. I'm curious. Let's see. I know who didn't clock Donna for sure. Sorry, I'm trying to read your guys' comments. Oh, Kat, I know I love her. It is her birthday. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. It's difficult as a traitor, or sorry, as a faithful. 3 spots, like, meaning like on the show. Like, you get, like, Big Brother apparently had 3 spots. Like, Survivor has spots, like that kind of thing. Aw, thanks, Sloth. But yeah, Traitors is crazy. Traitors is crazy. Here's what I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see them pick one housewife, one random person who's not, like, I would have loved to see one of the figure skaters or the chef. I do think picking Mama Kelsey was cool. I did like that. I wish she would have stayed longer just for that. And I will say, I feel like Tiffany would have been almost an obvious choice. So it doesn't surprise me that she's the faithful. But I don't know. I'm actually, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how this unfolds. I do think having 2 housewives as traitors, I think, like I said, I think Rob is in the best position right now. Out of everybody, Rob is in the best position. So that's what I think so far. I know, I'm pulling for Tiffany so hard. I'm scared though. I'm scared for our girl. I mean, I do like her as a secret traitor, but I do agree. I think because like they even said that. They're like, if we would have known, we would have tried to defend her more. I do think the secret traitor is a fun little twist. That was something that people told me like never happened. So I do like that as a viewer. I think that's cool. But I mean, I think the only reason why Donna didn't do as well is just because she didn't, according to everyone, like she didn't talk game and she wasn't really engaging in conversations. So I mean, I won't sit here and say that she wasn't a good traitor. I think, because, you know, like I said, we're only really seeing the edit. So yeah, like Travis Kelce and yes, like the Mama Kelsey. So, okay, the guy from One Tree Hill, who was his character? I was looking at him, I'm like, who the fuck were you? Like, I don't know why. I like recognize him, but I can't remember his character on One Tree Hill. He was from Laguna Beach. Like, why are they saying One Tree Hill? Because I'm like, Chad Michael Murray. He wasn't Nathan. Okay, well, it's funny. They need to fix that because underneath it literally says One Tree Hill. And I was like, where? In the stands? He was on One Tree Hill too? Who was his character? I know, Rob as a traitor been so good. Chase. Damn, okay, was he like a main character? I haven't seen that show in forever and it's one of my favorites. Chase was on the basketball team, right? Oh, he dated Brooke. Oh my God, he looks so different. I mean, obviously, but oh my God, I love that. You think the secret traitor made the game worse? I just feel like it added a little twist. Yeah, Lucas replacement, I remember. Yeah. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. I think Rob is in the best position as a traitor. I think if I'm a traitor, if you can get out Tiffany, because you unfortunately, you have to keep Michael around. Because he's loud, he kind of deflects away from traitors. You know, you kind of got to keep Rob and Yam Yam around because them going at it is exactly what you need. You need that shield slash diversion away from you. But at some point, they need to take a shot at the housewives. If they do not take a shot at the housewives, to me, it's going to come off like, all these gamers are getting picked off and no housewife has been touched yet. That's interesting. Why not? You know? I know like they never go for each other. But I just think that would be almost too easy of a sign. There's no way. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's pronounced jam jam. That's what I've learned from the show. So we'll see. We will see. How many housewives are usually casted on the show? Is it usually 3? I do like the entertainment. Oh, 4 or 5. Okay. It was 4 last year. Okay, cool. Yeah, I never watched the Housewives seasons, but I do love the drama. Like I so far I'm thoroughly enjoying Traitors. I will say the athletes, the actor, very random, but I do hope to see more of their input. Like I want to see more of the chef coming through and kind of being like that chef where it's like, you know, laying down the law. But we'll see. Because the thing is, if I'm a faithful, when you get rid of gamers and you allow them to get picked off one by one, you're risking your own game because you need people who are strategic. You kind of got to look at the board of faithfuls as like a basketball team or a football team. You need your quarterback. You need your receivers. You need a team to go against the Traitors. If they keep picking off your strongest strategic players, y'all are cooked. I agree. Colton's got to go because he's looking at Tiffany a little too hard. And I'm like, brother, no. But yeah, I'm excited to binge watch some Traitors. That'll be nice. So what's it called? I have a fitting tomorrow at 5, the most random time. So I almost streamed tomorrow to talk about this, but I was like, oh no, I'll just get it over with tonight. We'll talk about it tonight. So yeah, we're gonna see how this is gonna unfold. I do think one thing I know about Tiffany, especially watching her season of Big Brother, is when she was under fire, she handled herself very well. And I think the thing about Tiffany is she comes with facts that are backed up by evidence, and the way she delivers her statements, it's like, how do you not believe her? You know what I mean? But I'm excited to watch Tiffany. I'm a fan of Natalie. I just loved how she instantly was like, we should team up in an alliance with these boats. I thought that was a great idea. And I do like how they compete for money to add more to the jackpot. I saw the stacking competition and I was actually dying laughing because I was like, see, now they'll get it. Stacking competitions are not easy. Like that was one of my hardest competitions. But yeah, those are my thoughts. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know. It's funny because I'm learning that during, like, mind you, this is the first time I have been like active on social media with a show the day it's released. Like I've never been active on any show in any circumstance. And it was so funny how I would just accidentally go on Twitter and be like, oh, like get the fuck off, Morgan. You're going to see spoilers. Like don't even open it. So I would open it and like literally I'd open it and have my hand over the phone to press the plus sign to then tweet my thoughts, send it and close it because I did not want any spoilers. So Yeah. But so far I'm liking it. So far I'm liking it. And I will be binging the seasons. I think the only time I'd look at spoilers is if I wasn't really watching the show or if I didn't really care to. But I thought I was spoiled on Tiffany because I remember I opened it and all it said was, damn, not Tiffany with the heartbreak. And I literally, this was before the final elimination that we saw. And I literally sat there and I was like, if I finish this fucking season or this fucking episode and Tiffany, if a hair on her head is touched, I'm not watching this season. I don't fucking care. Luckily that wasn't true because obviously she was the one who was outside of the cage and wasn't up for elimination. So I was like, okay, good. It's not Tiffany. But now I understand why. It's because people are starting to talk about her. But I'm really curious to see how the faithfuls are going to navigate the game. Because right now I do feel that even though they got out a traitor, people are clocking that there was 4 traitors. So I do feel like I want to see the faithfuls come together and really try to get the traitors out. I feel like if they're able to clock Rob, they'll be in good hands. Like they'll be in a good position. But right now, Rob is in the best position and he's doing a lot better than I thought. So I have watched I have to refresh season 5. I know I've watched 5. I haven't watched 5 in years, like over 20 years. So I've seen 6, 7. I know it's same thing with 8 and 9. I've seen those. I don't remember them. But 6, 7, 10. I didn't watch 11 because I wanted to watch Rachel's season. When I found out that Kalia Booker was my cousin through marriage, I watched Rachel's season 12, her winning season 13. I watched Ian's season 14. Don't even let me talk about 15. Oh my God. Did we ever talk about 15? Like, oh, good God. 15 was fucking terrible. You know what's crazy? After 15, I literally went on to the internet and I was like, rate the house guests from least favorite to most and why. And it's crazy because I did not know that the third place, what was his name? Spencer. I didn't know that he got a great edit and apparently he was awful on the live feeds. And I was like, the fuck? That's crazy because as a viewer, I was like, okay, cool. Like he's chilling in there, you know, but like, I mean, I'm not going to say too much. I was rooting for Alyssa and Helen. Helen was my girl. That was my winner pick. I obviously knew who won, but like, if I didn't know who won, Helen was my winner pick. I would have like, I loved how hard she was gaming, man. Like I loved it. Helen was pushed. So when Helen left, I was rooting for Alyssa. I was rooting for, it's kind of hard to root for anyone else. But yeah, 15 was hard to watch. And what's crazy is the season only shows, in my opinion, what was probably just a small smidgen of the issues. I do agree with a lot of the people on the goodbye messages to McCrae that he kind of got sucked into Amanda too hard. And it was sad to hear people be like, you know, McCrae, you lost your passion for the game because of Amanda. And I was like, whew, man, because like McCrae, you know, I don't know. I mean, I just like, I don't know what to say. Like, there's so much to say. I don't know what to say, you know? I would have loved to see Helen on a different season. I will say that the MVP that was voted by America, I know strategically they did that to make sure Alyssa wasn't voted off. I thought Alyssa had a great HOH. I love that she did not let anybody change her mind. But I thought the MVP twist was kind of, I'm like, okay, we're doing this to save her because every time she would have went home. And that's great for her because like, I think it would have been just dumb if they voted her out just because she's Rachel Riley's sister. Candace was another favorite of mine. I love how she went out in her clown suit. Like, she did not give a fuck. And I loved her for that. Yeah, I would say my favorites were Helen and Candace, for sure. Helen was my winner pick, for sure, like I said. But yeah. Yeah. Her calling Gina Marie out in the clown suit was awesome. I loved that. But yeah, that was definitely a tough season to watch. So I'm going to be starting 16, which I'm excited to watch Derek play. Derek and I are really cool friends. He's one of the alumni that I probably talk to the most. I won't say the most. I talk to Paul the most. Actually, I don't know. I talk to a lot of alumni, but Derek and Paul were two of the very first alumni that I talked to. Well, actually, the first alumni I talked to was Derek, Taylor, and Chelsea because they were on finale, on the stage finale night. But I'm excited to watch 16. I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to navigate through the season, especially knowing that he steamrolled. And yeah, Josh too. Shout out to Josh. Yeah, it's so funny. Taylor told me that she wanted to draft me, but Chelsea got me first. So I thought that was so funny. But yeah, so I'm going to be watching 16, reacting to 17, obviously watching 18, watching 19. Here's the thing. I'm going to watch every season of Big Brother. Because I just love the game. And I just want to watch Big Brother. I know a lot of people don't really like steamrolls, but I still think to look at the grand scheme of Big Brother and to see games where a majority of them weren't steamrolled, I think that having a game where it is steamrolled has so much to say about Derek as a winner and a player and all of that. I would apply for Survivor. I know Vince wants to watch Traitors. I don't believe he watched it today. No. Well, you know what's funny? I wouldn't even say that the cookout, like, quote unquote, steamrolled. I just feel like, in hindsight, yes. I just think that their strategy, shout out to Tiffany for coming up with this idea. Brilliant. I think that the strategy was just so strong that it came off like a steamroll. And the only reason why I say I don't view it as a steamroll is because we do see moments where they all struggle letting go of their number ones, you know? And I feel like if it was a steamroll, you wouldn't have seen the struggle where Hannah had to vote out Derek X, where Tiffany was literally in shambles when it came to Claire. But I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that season was one of my favorites. All-time favorites. They're fun characters. They are. The cookout will go down as one of the best alliances to ever exist in Big Brother. Ever. Oh, when Tiffany let go of Claire, when I was binging it before going on the show, I was unwell. I was unwell watching that. I was unwell. Yeah, the cookout's my favorite alliance, by far. They are just incredible to watch. But anyway, you know what? I would say, like, there's a lot of Big Brother players that I would love to see on Traitors. I would actually love to see a Big Brother Traitor edition. Like, I just need to see it, because at that point, everyone has to lie and deceive. And I would just love a Traitor season with Big Brother players. Like, I would eat that alive. I need it. Okay, here's who I would need and this is just based off of the seasons I've watched. How many people are in the house in Traitors? 15? 23? Okay, so I have to name 23 people. Okay. I need Dr. Will, Janelle, Danielle Reyes, Tiffany. Those are 5 I need for sure. I need Hannah Chata in there. If you know, you know. I need Hannah Chata in there. I need Big D. I need Big D in there. I feel like Big D would eat at Traitors. Okay? Marcellus is a great choice. We can add Marcellus into that. I'd love to see Ian play. I want to see Ian in there. So that's what, 9? Ooh, okay. I'm thinking of all the seasons that I've fucking seen. Okay, I'm only going off of seasons that I've seen. I would love if I was in there. But if I had to choose, not myself. Chelsea. I think Chelsea would be great on Traitors. I'm trying to think of all the seasons. I haven't seen Vanessa's season, so I can't pick Vanessa because I haven't seen it. I think Corey would be good. Corey is a hardcore gamer. I think that would be really good. I would love to see Vinny on there too. Oh yeah, Rachel's an obvious one, obviously. I would love to see Rachel in there, which I know she's in season 1, so that'd be great. Taylor's a good choice too. I'm trying to think of some like out of like just some random where it's like, what the fuck? You're in here? Okay, if I had to pick 5 like kind of shockers of like, what the fuck? I'm trying to think of, I'm literally going season by season that I've watched. Oh, okay. I would need Bailey from 20. I would love to see Bailey in there. Bailey would be great to watch. I haven't seen June season. And I haven't seen Allison's either. Oh, Brittany Haynes. Need Brittany in there. I need Brittany in there. I need Brittany Haynes in there. She's got to be in there. But yeah, I would love to see Bailey in there. I think that'd be fun. Oh, Angela. Yes, Angela from 26 would be so good. I would love to see Angela in there. Who else? I mean, Helen. I need Helen in there. I need Helen because Helen was pushed. Okay, Helen was fucking pushed, and I'm over it. Bring Helen back. Get Helen in there. Oh, fucking Helen. Yeah, I would need Helen in there for sure. I could go without Mike Boogie. And I only say that because I prefer Dr. Will. I think Dr. Will would be much better to watch. There's almost no guys in the Dreamcast. Yeah, because, if I had to pick more guys, I mean, Howie would be great. Kaser would be great. That's like OG. I already mentioned Dan, Dr. Will, Ian. Tyler would be fun to watch. The chaos that Tyler had on 20, I need that. Need that back. I know Derek Levasseur has been on there before. I think that would be fun, especially because he's a detective, so that'd be pretty cool. Who else? I'm just naming a bunch of people. Paul, of course. Paul would eat in Traitors. Like, I think Paul would just instigate random shit and then just be like, girl, like, they're fucking crazy. Like, I could just hear him saying it. Paul would be so good. I do know that Derek was on last season. I think Xavier from the Cookout would be good because he's a lawyer. But I would, if I had to pick people from the Cookout season, I would pick Big D and Tiffany and Chada. Those would be my first 3 picks for Traitors. Like, if I had to pick 3 people from each season, I'd pick me, Vinny, Rachel. I'd pick Chelsea, Angela. This is for Traitors, by the way. Chelsea, Angela. I'm torn between Quinn, because Quinn is a gamer. He loves the chaos. I think Quinn would be really, really fun to watch. But I do know a lot of people would love to see Tucker. But I don't know. I'm still thinking... Brooklyn. I was thinking Brooklyn too, because I think Brooklyn was somebody that I wanted to see longer in 26. Now, 25, give me Izzy. Give me Sari. Actually, no. We'll let Sari pass because she's dealing with Survivor. Give me Izzy. Give me Corey. I want America too, but the showmance. Just kidding. But definitely Izzy. I need Izzy, Corey. I do think America would be really, really fun to watch. There's
something wrong with Ben.
Lucy.
I need Rockstar in there. Rockstar would be so fun to watch. I loved Rockstar. Give me Rockstar for sure. Oh, and I said Bailey. Tyler, Bailey, Rockstar. I think that would be phenomenal. I just love how fiery Rockstar is. How she wasn't afraid to like press Brett. And I think that she would just be like, on my daughter's birthday. Yeah. Let's see. What season am I going to next? That was 20. I didn't watch 19, haven't watched 18, but we'll throw Paul in there. We're going to skip 15. 14. 14 was the coaches season. We'll do Ian, Dan. Oh God, there were so many people on 14 I just couldn't stand. Like, okay, other facts or other thoughts on 14. I didn't know that Ian won. So because I didn't know that Ian didn't win, I thought the final 3 was Dan, Danielle, and Shane, and I was ready to turn off my fucking TV. I was like, if this season has Danielle or Shane winning, like, no shade, but like I was gonna riot. Like I was gonna be so pissed at that season. I was going to be so pissed if the final 3 was Dan, Shane, and Danielle. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions, but I'm so glad that Ian made it to final 3 and won the game. I'm sorry. I don't mean any shade to that. I just feel like Dan was able to convince Danielle to drop from part 1, and she lost part 2. And you got evicted? Like, I'm sorry. You will never be able to convince me that Dan isn't one of the greatest players, if not the best player to ever touch Big Brother. Because how on earth does he convince He was, I mean, Dan is incredible. Literally the GOAT. Because Danielle should have stayed on. She was an endurance beast. She would have beat Dan. She would have went to she would have went to part 3. And she probably would have done fairly well. I did set the record, which, okay, that's the other thing. It was so fun to watch Ian play and set the 5 weeks of safety record. And it was crazy because when I was watching, I was pumped. I was like, go Ian! Because mind you, I didn't know he was not in the finals. I did not know that he won. I remember talking to Vince and some other people about Big Brother, and I was like, he's like, do you know who wins 14? I was like, no, I don't. He goes, okay, I won't spoil it for you. And I was like, all I know is Ian doesn't win. I was clearly wrong. But when he was winning, I was like, oh my God. I was like, go Ian. Like, I was so happy. I was like celebrating this in my living room. And come to find out, he won. But anyway, I was like, wow, like, look at him going. He's fighting for his life. He's winning and winning and winning. It was so fun to watch. And I was like, dang, maybe this is how people felt when they were watching me fight for my life. Oh my God, the Tupperware, yes. So funny. Okay, so, oh yeah, his little quack, he loved this. It was so cute. Okay, what season were we on? Okay, that was 14. Sorry, I just have to say, like, and it's literally no shade to Shane or Danielle. I just feel like Shane played Brittany's game, Danielle played Dan's game. So, like, to me, I would have just been disappointed if either of them won, because I don't think that either of them, like, while Danielle did win, like, a lot of competitions, she played Dan's game. Dan literally, like, I'm surprised Danielle didn't realize that her hands were moving like this, and she wasn't understanding that there was fucking strings attached to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Shane was definitely like he was just a comp beast. You know, he didn't really have many reads or anything, but I think Danielle had the potential to win if she was able to just stand on business more. I think, I just think Dan did such a great job. But I mean, honestly, I don't blame her for that, because Dan is a great coach, and I think she really valued that. I wonder who she would have picked over between Shane and Dan, though. Like, where her loyalty really was. And she was salty. And I was also like, girl, like, you can't really be salty. Like, you got played. You literally dropped on part 1. And you didn't perform in part 2. Like, you can't be mad at anyone but yourself. You know? Like, that's just my honest opinion. You can't be mad at anyone but yourself, because you fell for Dan's strategy, you know? So it's just like, I don't know. I felt like her bitterness in the jury was a little disheartening to watch, because I'm like, she was so sweet, the sweet Southern girl, and then she was just pissed. And it's like, look, as a third placer, I can understand why she's pissed, but like, at the same time, you have to chalk it up to the game. Like, I second guessed myself on the questions. I lost, I got cut. It is what it is. She voted for him out of loyalty, which I still feel like even then, I'm like, girl, if you're so pissed in the jury, so much so to where you're telling Ian, like, hey, Ian, did you know that he was going to cut you? And you still vote. It's almost like, stand up, girl. Don't vote for him then. Like, why'd you vote for Dan? And like she said at the speech, like, I'm voting for Dan because, like, almost like trying to prove to everyone, like, I'm loyal. Girl, the game's over. You're not even in the finals. At this point, your vote being loyal doesn't matter. Like, I feel like it would have made more of a statement if she voted for Ian. But that's just like, this is not even me talking shit. It's just more of like, when you look at the grand scheme of things, she unfortunately fell for Dan's manipulation. And that's why he's such a great player. You know what I mean? Like, he was such a manipulative leader. And it's just unfortunate that I thoroughly think that she would have won part 1 and Dan would not have won part 2. And I think that she would have had to cut Ian, because Dan would have essentially used the Danielle, everyone hates me in the jury. Everyone hates me, like, you'll win. And Dan would have basically said, hey guys, I'm in the final 2 chairs next to Danielle, but you guys should only see me because every game move she did was my game move. So, signed, sealed, delivered. Let's see. Okay, from 13, I would, as a traitor, I need Kalia in there. And it's not because we're related. I need Kalia in there because she was so good on 13. And I really feel like she had a lot going against her in a sense where people thought that she was playing Danielle's game. I think if anyone was playing Danielle's game, it was Portia. I was actually surprised that Rachel won on a 4-3 vote. I was expecting more votes for Rachel because I didn't feel that Portia played a better game than Rachel, but I can understand why Portia got votes. It's kind of like, I get it. I was gonna pick Janelle for season 7, but yeah, for 13, I'd say Danny, Rachel, Kalia would be the 3 people that I'd want to see on Traitors. From season 12, I would love to see Reagan, Brittany. I already picked Rachel, so Reagan, Brittany, low-key Hayden, because Hayden, not because he won, but like I feel like his like chill surfer dude vibes would be kind of fun to like watch. Oh, Matt would be good. Matt's a good choice. I forgot about Matt. Hayden was on Survivor? Really? I didn't even know that. I do think some OG players could potentially age out for an all-star season, but it just depends. Because when you think about OG players, I think if they were mainly social strategists, then no, that they won't age out. Because you don't, like they would just navigate socially. Okay, on BB 10. Ooh, 10 is good. I would love to see Rennie. I think Rennie would be hilarious as a traitor. Keisha. There's a lot of good choices from 10. Rennie, Dan, Keisha, Libra, fucking April. Like, season 10 is by far one of my favorite Big Brother seasons. But I do think Rennie would be one of my number 1 picks next to Dan. And I think either Keisha or Libra for sure. Oh, Jesse, Mr. Pectacular. Yes. Not gonna lie, I always, like, whenever he came in and did his little muscle flex, I just want to, like, I feel like they're, like, rock solid. Like, I feel like you can throw glass at his biceps and they would just instantly shatter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just seems like a solid brick wall. Okay. Yeah, those are just Big Brother players that I think would be fun on an all Big Brother Traitor season, but they won't do that. Anyway, I don't even know how to watch Big Brother Canada, but Corey was telling me how Big Brother Canada is like a must watch. He loves it. Which was really great, by the way. Boston was so fun. Me and Corey talked game one night, literally. So the first night we got to their house, which was the night of the second, I was up till 3:30 in the morning with Corey talking game. Like, we were talking about my season, his season, Big Brother players overall. And America was so funny because I was like, because when we got there, oh, wait, this was, okay, so wait, never mind. So we talked game till 3:30 in the morning. This is when I first flew in. This was before everyone else flew in. So I flew in on the 29th. And I flew in. It was us 3 just hanging out at their apartment. We talked literally till 3:30 in the morning. And it was so funny because, Dawn, I'm gonna put this on the bod. America was like, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed. Or get ready for bed and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, like, and I just kind of like, and it was so funny because like me and Corey were just locked in on game talk. It was so great. I love talking to a fellow game bot. It was so good. But it was great. Boston was a W. I had such a good time. New Year's was great. We just were in the loft. It was so great. And then cryptid hunting was fun, even though it was freezing. And yeah, it was great. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. Thanks for coming in, Dawn. I am going to watch all the seasons. So I'm going to watch 16. I am eventually going to watch 11. I just like stopped going way OG because Big Brother's so much different now. But yes, I do plan. But Boston was great. Boston was great. I had the best time. No, literally, I had a Dr. Will era on that. I was like, but the thing is his mouse wasn't even working the first half. I'm gonna figure out how to get that going, because I think it'd be fun to do sub days or like viewer days or whatever where we play that. Guys, look how voluptuous my hair is today. Fresh cut will do that. Well, actually, we only just, my aunt only just cut my little front bang pieces. We didn't even cut anything else. Although, like I said on my Instagram story, I'm planning on doing like a pretty drastic cut. Not like a chop. I'm just going to do something with it within the next month or whatever. So, yes. Oh my gosh. Joy, you have no idea how happy that scarf made me. I was like so happy. It was so cozy and I love the scarf so much. Oh, Lonnie, I answered this already, but I know that Vince wants to watch Traitors. I know that he does want to watch Traitors. Anyway, wait, what time is it, guys? I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Anyway, that's all my thoughts on Traitors. So far, I would say it's a great show. I hope that they continue to play it. I will say, and this is what I really am going to enjoy, I really hope that they do a non-reality TV season of, and they announced that. They said that they're going to do a season of civilians, essentially. And I'm so excited to watch that because I feel like we are going to get a whole pool of people that we're going to have no clue what they're going to be about, but we're going to be able to see them navigate a game like Traitors. So I'm really excited for that. I can't wait. I'm excited for that. So happy to be back on the Traitors like situation. I'm going to be binging seasons 1 and 2 tomorrow. But hopefully that the civilian Traitors will be fun, because I can see how some people are hesitant because it's like, well, what if there's flops? Just like a lot of like, because there's always a guaranteed flop or 2 or more when you're doing competition reality TV shows, because not everyone is going to perform the way people want them to perform. So I'm curious to see how that's going to happen. But that's my plan. I have a fitting tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. And then that leads me into Sunday. I'm going to spend Sunday to try to get everything in my house clean together, all that stuff. So I'm also trying to figure out when I'm going to go get Olive. So if you aren't already in my Discord, !Discord, that will kind of show the updates as to when I'm streaming. Super Bowl predictions, go Patriots. I don't even know if they're in the fucking playoffs. Actually, I don't even know. But anyway, thank you guys for joining my rant session. And I know I miss Olive so much, because if I was streaming now, she'd be literally right here just laying on me. But anyway, I am going to wash my face, brush my teeth. Tomorrow I am planning on finally filming my hair tutorial. I have to edit some stuff. Got a lot of stuff I have a lot of stuff to do. So I'm gonna try to get everything done and all that. But thank you guys for listening to me yap for an hour and 30 minutes. I appreciate you guys. And I think, when does Traitors come on again? Next week? Is it next week? I don't know. But next time it comes on, I can't wait to have my thoughts. Next Thursday? Okay, always Thursday. Bet. Next Thursday, y'all. You know what's funny is I thought about streaming like this and watching it like this. So maybe I'll do that next time, where I'm literally like live reacting to it. So we'll see, because that'll be tea. Corey did? Okay, love it. I love that I have the same idea. So that's what I'm kind of thinking for next Thursday. I think that'll be crazy. But you guys would obviously have to watch it. Like, I can't show you guys because then I'll get banned. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys later. I'm also going to post the VODs from Boston and stuff. I haven't even like gone on my computer. I haven't even turned it on since I've been home. So love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later.